Okay, so what we're going to do, just come this way for me, is work more on syncing the chi. Now there's two types of syncing the chi. One is up and down, and the other is in and out. So when he puts a force on my body, if I sink the chi down, I let gravity and I just slow everything down in my feeling of energy, and I follow gravity to the ground. Now I can follow gravity to the ground in and around my body, or I can pull it more onto my bones, and it makes it a little bit more electric when I go down into the bones and down onto the ground. Or I can sink the chi inwards into the center of gravity of my body, and this creates more pressure. It makes a lot more power, and this sinking in, it's like you're doing an abdominal workout. Every time you sink in, you hydraulically pressurize your system, and energy has a faster, more jolting type of effect. As you sink the chi in and then send it back out again, it goes to wherever your mind is. So if I look at a smaller space inside his scapular area, then that's where the energy is going to stick. But if I make a bigger space, his whole body gets affected. Now, a big space is no good for self-defense because you're not going to stop the person, they're just going to float backwards. A small space is good for self-defense because wherever you're hitting is going to break. But you obviously have to protect your training partner and protect their health and train in such a way that your training partner wants to train every day. So we use a really big space. If he's got any stress inside his body and I create a big space, I dissipate that stress for him. So after you finish training and you're using very big spaces to run the energy, what's going to happen is your partners are going to feel really, really good. All their anxiety is gone, their mental space is clear, their feeling is open, their body is relaxed and released, and it's optimal condition. But you can't do this if you're training to develop fighting skill. If you want to develop fighting skill, you have to keep condensing the energy into smaller space, do more arm palm, more wooden dummy work, and more electric type of fluid. But just for the enjoyment and the pleasure of training and the health aspect of it, I like to maintain this nice big open space. And what I find is when I touch people and I create that space within them, I get a therapeutic effect within my body as well. So you get healing taking place inside your body. Okay, thanks for your time. See you in the next video.